You know how I did that? I just tapped on my iPad screen, turned the exposure down, and then turned it back up to get that fade in effect without having to do any editing, because I don't really edit my videos on this channel. But yeah, welcome to Grim Horton's ASMR. This isn't a good way to start an ASMR video, I know, but I'm not like the other girls, guys, whatever. I'm not like the other ones. I do what I feel like, and I will experiment, you know? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tonight, because I didn't plan on making it. Well, I sort of did plan on making a video, but I didn't have like an idea in mind. And then I was like, maybe I could do a haircut roleplay, but I don't have the tools for that. The only tools that I have, should make sure that the location of where I got this from isn't facing you guys, because it's like a little inscribed into this. This multi-tool that I got from the zoo 3-4 years ago. Gosh, it was a while ago. 3 years ago, maybe. It was the very first multi-tool I got because I'm a big like pocket knife kind of guy. And collect them. Like, for example, this is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It's got G10 scales. I carry it tip up, like this. And S45 blade steel. Not only that, but sorry, I was getting a message. Where was I? The S45 blade steel, but it also has a compression lock. Paramilitary 2. I traded it to myself for my 18th birthday. I love it. I have a couple other knives that I'm not gonna go into, but yeah, because like there's these scissors which you can do like haircut, and but I'm not. It's a really cheaply made thing, so fuck. Terrible. Put it in my top drawer. And this, I don't know what to do. I do have this though today. So. Can make some good sounds like this. Oh, I could have used those scissors for like plucking. Let's get that back. I noticed that you have some negative energy, so we're gonna do that plucking thing because it sounds nice. I all of a sudden just forgot how to do mouth sounds. There we go. also did release I posted like a poll, asking if people wanted me to post my short film titled Dandelion Man onto the channel. But in doing so, I doxed myself. And my real name is shown, and the high school I went to, and some of my best friends' names. And I know that my name eventually is gonna be, like, my real name is eventually gonna be known. I don't know if I'm ready yet, though, but I do really want to drop the film. But the thing is, if I blur my name in the like the actors and the school production, that's what I used as the production thing behind it was my school. It kind of like takes away from the immersion and the whole point of a film, you know. So everyone said yes in the poll that I should drop it. So I'm thinking I'll post it either tonight or tomorrow or the day after that. I just have to think about it. It's not like I'm super like private and, you know, privacy oriented. Like, dude, I don't care. My face is already out there on the internet. packs are like $2.50 each. So, or it's like $2 each. So they're really cheap, even though they only have like 3 cards. Yeah, they're nice cards. Like they're good quality. But yeah, I just kind of felt like making a video because I'm on a streak. And I did 2 uploads last night. I recorded 2 videos in one night. Because I was about to fall asleep and I was like, I kind of want to record another video. So I did, and it was the inaudible, kind of like silent, visual, personal attention one. And it kind of just changed. The video changed as I went. I don't usually ever have a plan. It just kind of ends up going how it goes when I start recording. Sorry for any background noise. My family's getting ready for bed. I'm already in bed, as you can tell. I wonder if I can like layer sounds without having to edit the layering in. I don't know how that sounds. Okay. Gosh, the video's already almost halfway done. It's already been 15 minutes. Yeah, so I will never break that kind of rule of 15 minutes unless I upload like a short or a non-ASMR video, like a blog or something like that, or a short film. All of my ASMR, these kinds of videos will always be 30 minutes long because, I mean, as I've explained before in other videos, I feel like 30 minutes is a good sweet spot because 15-minute videos aren't long enough. It's only enough time to actually get into like starting the triggers and stuff after the intro and all that stuff, and then before you know it, 15 minutes is up, and people have to find a new video. It's not enough time to fall asleep if you're trying to fall asleep. So 30 minutes is great. 45 minutes. Real often in my older videos, my first couple videos were long. Like I had an hour-long video. I do have a live stream that was done a couple months ago. My hair's grown back really fast since then, looking back. I'm just kind of trying to grow it out right now, you know, see what it looks like. I haven't grown it out, like on both the sides and on the top before, so just see how that goes. But my hair is naturally kind of curly, so I really don't want to look like a broccoli head. But at least it's not a fake broccoli head or like a guy with like a perm, you know, like there's nothing wrong with, but you know. And like I saw this like one girl at work today who came to the beach and got me to like open the big gate. She was so pretty. I was like, wow. And I was like conversing with her. We are back. Unfortunately my mother walked in. It just looked like I was watching like videos or YouTube on my like Netflix on my iPad, so it's just I'm just not ready to have to explain to her that I do ASMR because I don't think she really even knows what it is. And her knowing I put my face out there and almost potentially real name in the future, very near future. I don't know if my notes are right with her, so just keep it on the down low. I'm gonna have to edit this video now because I can't pause videos on my iPad, even though like on my phone I can pause a video. Like I can pause the recording of a video and then resume it. This I have to just stop it. So now I'm gonna have to edit the 2 videos together, which is fine. It just takes a little bit longer to upload after I'm done recording. Because usually as soon as I'm done recording, I upload it. I don't edit it, don't look back on it. I'll scrub through it, or if I remember like, hey, there was this really loud sound or something happened or something like that and I want to cut it out, then yeah, I'll remember that. But most of the time my videos are free of that sort of you'll see I'm like thinking, and I'm just trying to put it into like a bit of like a character that I was. It was trying to help you fall asleep. Like, and then I lower the exposure, and then I would increase it as if they were waking back up, or you were waking back up. It was not waking back up, and it's like, oh, you know. So I was trying my best to be creative or innovative with what I have. Sorry, my voice kind of peaked there for a second. It almost sounded like I was talking normally. Anyways, that was a very loud slam. Not slam, door closure. But, yeah, I'm trying to. I'm tired. Gosh. I'm trying to be creative with what I have because we're on such a limited budget with this channel. There is no budget. Like, when I say no budget, I mean it's $0. There is no money being invested or spent because I can't afford that sort of thing. Especially knowing that this isn't like a secure source of income. It's not a source of income yet. Once I get 500 subscribers and 3,000 public watch hours, which were halfway, right, like 1,400 public watch hours out of 3,000, and we're at 400 subscribers. We hit today 401, 402. We're about 100 subscribers away from 500. I can do channel memberships and super chats and stuff like that. Although channel memberships, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that because I think I'll make it like $1 a month. I don't know. I also want to make income. Maybe I'll make it like $2. Maybe $1. So I'd make $12 a year if someone subscribed for a full year. So we have 10 people subscribed. I'd make $120 a year. That's not enough. I could do 5, but that's also kind of steep for how little I actually post on this channel. If I do channel memberships, I'd have to start uploading almost custom videos in a way, and then the money that you guys would donate me would hopefully be spent on. When I say hopefully, I got a spending problem. I spend so much money on food, ordering from Uber Eats every time I'm at work because I cannot resist. I'm so hungry all the time. Even though I'm like a very lean guy, I eat like you wouldn't believe. Although when I'm stressed, and I know it happens with a lot of people, I'm not anorexic, but if I'm stressed or my dad's around, I don't eat at all. Like, I do not eat, and I don't want to eat. But when I actually do eat, I eat a lot. When I'm feeling comfortable and all that. But if I am anxious because I saw it on a TikTok live. Someone named Arietti. She does like live streams where she'll like write your name if you commented. She writes it in like a book, and she goes like, sometimes it's just really, it's kind of relaxing. I like her streams. But yeah, I mean, I was also using the pencil the other day. I was like pretending to like get something off of like a palette, like a paint, like a palette. It's just a palette, right? Is that what it's called? How come I'm struggling with this? It is a palette. But that would be like a wooden palette. A palette as in like it has like colors of paint on it. That is what that is it not? Let's search it up. I need to know now. It is a palette. Oh yeah, I was talking about the girl. Oh god. Yeah, I saw her at the beach and I was like, oh my god, she's like gorgeous. Like, I was like, holy moly. And I was like, I think she's my age too. Or around it at least. And I was like, oh, we're not gonna hit it off in a way while I was like going over walking with her. And it's funny because she waited to walk with me over to the big gate where I could open and scan it open so they could leave, because the big gates at my work are only employees can open them, so that, you know, people like residents and stuff that have their key cards can't just abuse the gates and stuff, and kids don't, you know, fuck with them. But no, you know, I helped them bring some stuff in. I was like, I came back and I was like, I told my coworker, I was like, next time she comes up to ask to open the big gates when they're leaving, because they need the big gates to be open so they can fit their paddle boards and stuff in through. I was like, let me do it, and he was like, oh, okay. I was like, that girl is like really hot. And of course I was saying hot because I'm trying to speak in bro code, because if I say like she's pretty, it sounds, I guess, not as masculine. I don't know, because this code, I don't know. Anyways, hello Warner. I said I would shout him out, so I'm gonna shout you out. There's your shout out. Anyways, I was like, genuinely, my heart was like pounding for the rest of the shift, waiting for her to come back. And I was like really keeping an eye. I was like, is she gonna come back? Is she gonna come back? Because I really was like, I need to get her number. And I was trying to recite. I was like, what do I say? What do I say? And I was thinking I'd be like, when she comes back to ask me to open the big gate, and I'm walking with her on her way there, I would ask. I'd be like, hey, you're like, I think you're really pretty. Do you think I could get your number and maybe we could go for a walk sometime? So, and I could get her name as well. Gosh, I didn't even get her name, so I couldn't. Yeah. But when the time finally came for me to open the big gates, instead of her walking up to the window, her like mom or friend's mom, or sorry, it was like their neighbor who they were like hanging out with, like on the water with like this huge floaty. She came up to the window. I was like, "Can you open the big gate?" This like older, their neighbor, and I was like, "Fuck, dude." So I didn't even get the chance to ask for her number, because if I tried to ask for her number in front of her family, that would have been so awkward. Especially like me working there, like I'm working. So, God, it was such a disaster. Well, not, it could have been it wasn't a disaster. In my mind, I was like, fuck, I really missed out. And the season's almost over, so, I mean, maybe I'll see her around the community, but man, gosh, it sucked. Because I had it all planned out, and it was like, the worst thing that can happen is I'm in the bathroom, and Warner, my coworker, opens the gate. So I was just intentionally not going to the bathroom at all, just so I didn't miss out. But gosh, I was like, it was either that happens or so isn't her different family member or something comes up to the window, and I was thinking, there's no way. Maybe I was thinking they would just send her out again because she's like young and she's fast and stuff, and she already did it before, so maybe she'll come up again. But no, of course, the older woman, who is not the really pretty girl, had to. She was like and this really pretty girl was like a brunette, like my type. But yeah. So that sucked, and she was like outgoing and friendly, and I was like, wow. Like, we're laughing a little bit, like okay, this sounds like I'm just straight up making shit up, like the type of those jokes or reels you'd see on Instagram where it's like how it actually went, and then what the guy actually told their friends, where it's like the guy just, I don't know, moved out of their way because she was like, excuse me or something, and then the guy will tell his friends later, be like, oh gosh, she was so into me, and her and I were like flirting and stuff, when it was actually like a 2-second encounter. That's what it kind of was. But I don't know, those 15, 20, 30 seconds that we talked was nice. Made me realize, like, oh my god, like, I want, like, someone to make time for. I want someone to make time for me in a way, like, I want to dedicate myself to someone. Not dedicate, but I want to say, like, maybe dedicate some of my time to care for them, because maybe it'll also help me care for myself. In order to care for other people, you have to care for yourself. But yeah, gosh, there's nothing I could have done. I am not confident enough to do that in front of her family, to stop her and be like, hey, could I get your number in front of me? They were like clearly Italian, big dad, he was big, and the mom was like, I was intimidated, even though they were super friendly. But yeah, I guess you could say chickened out, but maybe not. Unfortunate, but there'll be lots of fish in the sea, and I start university in almost exactly one day on the 2nd of September. So I'll meet so many new people. Maybe we'll even have a bunch of more interests, same interests as me, and I'll hit it off with them, because there's lots of people in university that I can talk to. And people like that would be in my film studies class, who share like my passion for film and cinematography and photography and all that sort of stuff is important. Yeah. I think that's going to be it for this video. I know I've hit my 30-minute mark, past it. It's not like I'm struggling to hit that 30 minutes just so the video can end. I'm saying I need to think of stuff to talk about, or triggers and stuff to do during those 30 minutes, so that it doesn't feel boring or tedious or monotonous. So yeah, sorry I didn't do any triggers for like the last 10 minutes, but kind of got carried away talking about this. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good shift, sleep, morning, whatever you guys are doing. I hope it's great. If it's not great, it's a learning experience. It makes the next time you're happy, the next day even more happier, because it's such a drastic difference. Like, oh, you had a terrible day, next day is fine. It's like you feel happier. I don't know. Appreciate things. Anyways, thanks guys for the support. I appreciate it. I don't know the next time I'll upload. I don't plan on going on another hiatus. I'll do another video at some point. Maybe a couple days to a week. And I promise I'll upload. Actually, no, I'm not going to promise that, because things happen and school get in my way 100%. So I'm not going to promise anything. But I'll try my best to do an upload. But yeah, thanks guys.